Relskalkers are peace. They have pieced out of both of those wars. Shattered Crown is back. Oslam Azdir has taken territories on the peripheries. They lost some land to Mountain Shark, which is a march of Relskalker now. And Harris Odlum has taken a bunch of territory here. So, have you decided to bankruptcy yourself? You are paying 16 ducats in interest. That's rather a lot. How are you planning to recover from this? Maybe hoping that once you've cored all of this, which you haven't actually started doing yet, will save you? And you definitely want to start this coring before you go bankrupt, because you lose all your points. I don't know. That, considering your interest right now is draining your money faster than you're recovering it, even while at peace, even with 0 army maintenance, I would definitely get rid of the corruption routing out. Like, you can't afford to do that right now. Colonial maintenance, maybe, and then possibly the cause would save you? Maybe? Oh yeah, we had a Keruvian attack up here going after Wildnath and Swampstoke. Anyway, we've been focusing on those guys so significantly for a while. Let's just take a quick look around to see how some of the other nations are doing. So Bjarnrek is just going after Bayvik and some of the other adjacencies there. Arkmill is being very aggressive, trying to take some lands around them. Arion and Corinthar at the moment being the ones being fought. Do we have the Coronites? We have the Coronites. So Keruvia's gone Coronite. Arboran's gone Coronite. Marhold's gone Coronite? Oh, that's a mistake. That's a big mistake, Marhold. Why would you do that? I never actually looked at what Coronite provides. Paragon Hood. Oh, this is like Karma, isn't it? So negative Karma means more absolutism and manpower and true faith provinces, whereas positive Paragon Hood means national unrest. Oh no, I'm misreading that. Negative means unrest down, positive manpower. Positive means negative unrest. Positive unrest. And Diplo Rep and corruption. So you actually want to have negative Paragon Hood to get the true faith? But the main thing that Coronite provides is the +1 land leader shock and morale of armies. But I'm not convinced that's better than the 20% cavalry combat ability, which has actually gone down further for you. Used to be 70. How's it gone down to 35? Not sure that's a good move. Don't forget negative Paragon gives free religious CBs. Yeah. History Law's gone Corin as well. So has Ancardia. Not surprising, it's an Arbran Minor. Luciand has... Mistake by Marhold. Big mistake, I think. Because Adenika's made it clear that they're going to support the Regent Court. And Adenika is actually kind of role-playing this. They'll probably break their alliance with Marhold. Because Marhold went heretic. Which in terms of game balance is probably a bad thing. In terms of roleplay, yeah, okay, I'll support that. I like people who roleplay what their nations do. Meanwhile, Kreinvar just continues to surge further and further into the territories, although we are seeing an Arboran and Keruvian army banding together. We've got Gibert there as well, going after the Kreinvar army. With their 3-star general, it's a -1 for Arboran. I think this is a bad battle. Why did you choose this? This is just gifting Kreinvar another victory, and an expensive one. What was... Why? Why did you do this? Why you do this? Oh no, and then these guys are going to get cut off by the reinforcements as well. So this army is just going to get demolished. And then small country, Condottieri. I like how interventionist small country is being. I really, really like the way that small country is playing this. Because they've got the solid alliance with the Gnomish hierarchy, which has basically just gifted them all of the Lorentish and Gauedi small country regions. And now they're just meddling with everybody else with all the money that they make. And that's going to be... Oh no, I was going to say that was going to be a Keruvian stack wipe, but actually it's being a little bit closer than I thought, but no, that's going to be bad. And then that is going to be a Keruvian stack wipe. Those guys are pretty much dead. Bye-bye, mercenaries. Hope you enjoyed life. That was a terrible engagement. Like, really bad. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And things are just going more and more Kreinvar's way now. Kreinvar's only lost 232,000 to the 300,000 that Keruvia's lost. Although they have lost 72,000 to attrition. Because they have been the ones pushing out. I don't think they even necessarily needed to be the aggressive ones. They just needed to keep on butchering the Keruvian armies as they come in. But actually, because they've been aggressive, Keruvia and Arboran just haven't been able to organise. Like, it seems like there's a bit of a breakdown in communications there or something. How goes the Phoenix Empire? The Phoenix Empire, I mean, there's never really much to say about these guys. They've just expanded and now really big. Can't see anyone stopping the elves unless they time their wars to attack together. Yeah, I mean, what I imagine is happening right now is Marhold is watching this truce timer like a hawk. 9 years remaining. If Marhold and Adenica can get back into this fight while Keruvia and Arboran are still fighting, they stand a chance, because during all of this, Kreinvar is just not recovering any of their manpower. Phoenix Empire is... actually surprised that they're gaining as much as they are. That would suggest to me that Phoenix Empire is not fully committing. Yeah, they have an army half the size of what they could actually form. How is the command in the Raj doing? Pretty quiet for a while. Oh no, Phoenix Empire's regency is about to end and he's about to get a 1-2-1 on the throne. Oh no. Oh, Yordland has finally reached the southern region. So Haraf is going to start feeling some pressure. Meanwhile, Eberthil just continues to just bloom with their own territories. Razencand continue to grow. Neckcliff, what are you up to these days? You've become very quiet. Where are your armies? You have a lot of colonies going on. Oh, you're over here. Okay, okay, I like that, I like that. It's an area not really claimed by any of the other players. I mean, Eberthil and you might rub elbows, but I can't really see Eberthil being that interested. I think Eberthil's more interested in going up here. So Neckcliff taking a lot of this, and then having like their Bastion, whatever this island is. Bastion Turtleback Isle. Good work. Good work. The gnomes are finally colonising. The gnomes are finally colonising. Huzzah! Oist Holod and no Odin's Bay. And Boyas Carvo's over there? Wow. Trying to get in and stop the colonisation of this area because Bjarnrik's here too. And I can't see the Gnomish and Bjarnrik borders being particularly peaceful. Meanwhile, Keruvia and Arbrand sent packing again. Keruvia's enthusiasm is now rather low. Arbrand's is down to medium, not that it matters, this is players. But Keruvia's army is just bigger at this point. The one advantage that these guys had was the numbers. And they're squandering it. Arbrand's tapped. 90,000 manpower, although I think they were at 50,000 when this started. Adenica, here's your chance with your 117 manpower. Hey, end of the Peasants' War. Oh, we get to celebrate with Adenica and that great victory. You are 10 loans in debt, though, Adenica. I like that you've expanded. I like that you've grown. You still need to be kind of careful. And now Adenica's cavalry is the terrifying one. Is there a way to see what your infantry to cavalry ratio is? 90. So Adenica can almost have an entirely cavalry-based army like the Centaurs. Was the Magisterium wiped out? No, they're still here. But they did lose the Isle to Anbennar cost. And I wouldn't be that surprised if Magisterium gets knocked out by the Anbennar cost soon, so they can take the whole island. Netcliffe going full Kulturas. And as a representative of Dalen Proudmoore, I couldn't be more proud. You know, before I started calling myself Mordred Viking, I used to be Mordred Proudmoore, because I really liked Kulturas. That was before Jaina Proudmoore and all of that stuff. Warcraft 2, not World of Warcraft. Kulturas, one of the coolest missions in Warcraft 2 was when you were playing as Kulturas, fighting against the orcs at sea. That was a good mission. And I was the guild leader of a guild called Stormwind before Stormwind was cool. The ogres are at war. Player war? No, just regular war. They're just expanding into the centaurs. Except that's Krakdumvor again. Are you allied to Krakdumvor? Is that why I keep on seeing you in the same wars? Nope. If anything, I would actually say that Krakdumvor is being more aggressive than Magama are. Oh, another fight down here. Keruvia is beating the Phoenix Empire, but is losing to Kreinvar. But these guys, if they can hold, will mean that a significant amount of damage is being done to the Phoenix Empire. Unfortunately, Kreinvar is coming in, and this is going to be an interesting turnaround. Because we've got 12,000 coming in, we've got 26,000 fighting against the 70,000. Kreinvar might lose this engagement. And that might well be a stack wipe. It was. That's a bad loss, actually. Kreinvar losing 20,000. Like, those are troops they cannot afford to lose. And the fact that Phoenix Empire were just sent packing, that was a nice turnaround there. And then we've got Geopolitical not getting involved in the fights despite their armies being quite good. Just sieging stuff. They really do need to take Keruvia's capital back, though. Geopolitical, do you have any military stat bonuses? Your artillery is good. That's it, though. Tiny bit of discipline. And you do have war golems. So actually, Geopolitical would be really dangerous against the cavalry guys. Because war golems reduce shock damage received by like 30%. How close is the Lake Fed to forming? They're actually really close. So if we take a look at their missions, scroll. Whoa, That's expanded slightly. They've done it! United Federation. Okay, I was expecting United Federation to mean that the whole Federation would be absorbed by them, but that doesn't seem to have happened. Once the mission is taken, the Federation leader will be able to consolidate their power and start centralizing the Federation around their ideas. Regular members will be able to rapidly advance their position in the Federation, contesting the leader's position. Oh, I see, okay. So they've done a Federation in our image, which gives prestige but loses unrest. The Constitution... Gain a small amount of standing. How is that calculated? It's not the Parliament. Federation standing, here we go. Oh, I can't see it, so I don't know what they do. But they can unite the Federation, so they need to do the Constitution. Lake Federation is a loose union of cities living on the Triunic Lake. Federation elections happen every 4 years, during which the city with the highest standing gets elected the Federation leader. To gain standing in the Federation, cities need to complete a series of important missions and actively participate in the political, economic and military life of the Federation. So they are on the path to federizing. I thought they were a little bit closer than they actually are. I'll take another look. The constitutions. They need to go all the way down there to do it. Ah, I see. So they can only do the Federation image missions if they are the Federation leader. Otherwise, they do these ones to basically regain some points to get back onto that side. Yes, they've done crime and punishment. Now they need to do this. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. Meanwhile, Kreinvar has won another battle against Arboran and the small country Condottieri. Coruvia still with 22,000 manpower in the bank. They have a lot of money. They have taken a lot of loans too. They are getting a lot of money from the small country. The small country is just throwing money at these problems. Small country is very, very heavily invested in eradicating the elves. I like the small country. They're good people. And Kreinvar continue to expand. Kreinvar, 20,000 manpower now. I think it's just because their rate of gain is 1,000 a month. So as long as they don't fight too many battles, and as long as they don't take too many sieges, they're okay. Although, Sneaky Geberd is currently working their way through the forts up here. Marhill has already fallen. Doska is being attacked. Nymphea has been taken. Although Kreinvar's making some more artillery, apparently. 403,000 losses to the 352. Like, Kreinvar is taking a lot of losses. I have to acknowledge that fact. And Phoenix Empire's army is still not that big, and they're still not committing their forces very heavily. They do from time to time, and there we go. Doska has now fallen to Geberd. So Geberd, with their superior artillery capabilities, just bopping around, taking the forts. Does Geberd have strategic ideas? No. Strategic ideas being, I believe, basically the replacement of offensive. Yeah, there's the siege ability engineer corps. Replaced espionage. Well, it's an amalgamation of different ones. Offensive, not defensive. Because Imperial is kind of like influence. Naval's moved to diplomatic, maritime still there, exploration moved from... No, exploration's still the same, although that's been merged in with expansion, and expansion was removed. Trade's the same, noble academias instead of aristocratic, but with some tech stuff. Plutocratic is pretty much the same. Offensive is still here, but has lost its siege capabilities. Quality is much the same, quantity is much the same, although nerfed. And strategic is, yeah, the amalgamation of some of these other ones. Does it have... Has the advisor cost from espionage. Doesn't have any of the privateering or blockade efficiency stuff. Jurisprudence is instead of humanism. Industrial is instead of expansion. Admin's the same. Economics the same. Religious the same. Defensive's much the same, with some changes. Oh, we got another battle going on. So small country is being attacked at the moment by Kreinvar, 35,000 with a 3-star general. They do have some Peruvians here. That's another massive Kreinvar army going after Arboran's forces there in the south. We've got Conwell and Arcadia not currently doing anything. These guys are going to lose that fight. We have got reinforcements marching in to the Arboran fight, but it does look like the small country Karuvia conglomeration is going to lose. These guys will probably arrive a little bit too late. And Conwell, what are you doing? 32,000 men could have won you this. And Jaberd... Jaberd? Yeah, Jaberd's just up there. Doing what the gnomes do. Conwell, 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 Conwell. This is... When do you arrive? Second. Now. Too late, and this might actually be a Conwell stack wipe. This is going to be a Conwell stack wipe. They're on a -2. 4.5 morale against 4.3. 0 discipline against 15. Bye, Conwell. Hope you enjoyed your time in this war. Nope, they escaped. They took some pretty horrific casualties, but they did escape. And the small country also took some pretty horrific... No, what are you doing? Don't go... No, no, no. No, 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 no. Stop. Stop, small country. Stop. Don't go there. Wrong turn. No! Arboran's going to lose an army here. 35,000. Oh no, 40,000. So Arboran is actually piling in the troops. I guess the small country is supporting that. 50,000. We've got Telgir coming in as well. But I feel like they're going to need more support because, again, this is another -1. They're choosing some really bad battles here. Maybe they're trying to make it so that Jaberd can take Glade March. And they won. Oh, Kreinvar actually sent packing. I stand corrected. That was entirely down to the tenacious efforts of the small country, who clearly have far more strategic clairvoyance than this commentator does, and are truly the masters of military warfare. And non-military warfare. In fact, warfare by any means. Clearly the small country just are on a different level. Different plane even than what we're on. Prussian Kaiser, thank you very much for the drink tea. I think I will enjoy this. Oscar is pausing. Who is Oscar? Marhold. Marhold's timer is ticking. 7 years remaining before they can get stuck in again. Kreinvar armies are starting to reorganize. Jaberd is still sieging. We do have the Arboran forces down here in Dreadmire, ready to jump in if necessary. Kreinvar is on the move. And both sides are investing a lot into this siege. Gebert is going to be holding pretty much on their own. They had another water shortage. They failed another roll. They're at a 71%. That's really unfortunate for Gebert. There is a defensiveness edict in place. Are they going to... No, Kreinvar stopped. Kreinvar are not coming in to... Oh, no, here they come. Half morale, Kreinvar coming in. Small country, the strategic wizards on their way in. Kruvia are not too far away. Arboran also shifting some soldiers. Gebert is just going to have to hold until these reinforcements arrive. And there are a lot of reinforcements being thrown into this. I'm not sure that Kreinvar has the troops to contest. It's just to whether Gebert can hold, but these are gnomes. They're not holding very well. And Gebert sent packing. A 71% siege broken. Kreinvar successful. Unfortunately, the clairvoyant halflings just too late in their arrival, and now all of these guys are going to arrive, and it's going to be another -1 combat. Although Arboran does have a 110% discipline now, so their discipline numbers have recovered quite significantly. Kreinvar have a lot of extra soldiers nearby that they could throw into this, and it looks like Kruvia have decided, you know what, not worth it, and... Small country got away. It's fine, guys, don't worry. Wasn't a stack wipe. The halflings got away, and that is a really unfortunate 71% siege turnaround. And Kreinvar still in the fight, and in fact, the Phoenix Empire is doing basically what Gebert did, and is starting to fight all these sieges. They themselves have a 71% siege going on, but there are no coalition forces nearby to turn the tide in that one. Oh, we have a hot join. Who dis? Darkfighter and Red Centaur. Darkfighter being Railskulkers. Don't remember who Red Centaur was playing as. But I'm going to take this opportunity to take a very quick break. I'll leave things on this screen so you can see what is going on. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So if you need a break, here's your chance, though we'll probably resume soon. I'm not in control of the unpause button, so back in a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently when you hot join, it kicks you out of the observer mode. So you couldn't see anything except for the forts. But it looks like Kreinvar's armies are starting to amass and prepare again. I don't know where they're getting the manpower to keep this war going. Are they using mercenaries now? Is that what the answer? Ah, they are. Heavy mercenary use. So Kreinvar must be paying a lot of money. Yeah, 34 ducats a month for mercenaries. They're vaguely over their manpower limit, but they must have been getting rid of a lot of their own units to replace with the mercenaries. Meanwhile, Phoenix Empire, what are you doing? I'm guessing that you don't have that many mercenaries? No, your armies are still mostly yours. You do have the Jadari, what are these? The veterans, Lilac War veterans, fighting... what these guys are? Yes. Down there. Still trying to sneak around and take territories. Meanwhile, a half-elf. A half-elf! Kruvia still using regular troops. Those are mercenaries. Mercenaries, mercenaries. And then Arboran. Mercenaries, mercenaries. Mercenaries, regulars, mercenaries. So, both sides heavily investing in mercenaries at this point, which does mean that neither side is going to be fighting quite as well, with the possible exception of the small country, because of course the small country has really good mercenaries, and they're still here with Alan. I don't know who that's supposed to be.